Hello SGD Sacred Geometry Decoded. Day before, I posted a video how to draw the Great Pyramid from Pentagon and Hexagon, the Akhet angle of 42 degrees. Basically, so 51.84 degrees is the slope angle of a pyramid as a triangle cross section, but if you were to stand at the corner of a pyramid looking at it, the angle is different. It's 42 degrees, technically 41.986, but again slight variations on each side, so it gets even closer to 42 degrees spot on. If you were to even draw it on a really big piece of paper to get that, the pencil thickness would be larger than the difference you would get from there. But I used a pentagon and a hexagon to get that 42 degree angle that you see there. But now I was just reviewing the Geek 37 channel. Does excellent work on even might notice Egyptian fractions, and he's got a lot of give him subscribe for sure. Have a look if you're into geometry. He works mainly with GeoGebra, but compass and straight edge on paper or GeoGebra, it's the same thing. But also another really great video worth watching for, again, if you love your geometry. You can't see it in, okay, so what he does is he uses a pentagon, and then later in the video, because he strips away the layers, he creates a very accurate Nonagon, which is one of those things technically impossible to do with compass and straight edge. He gets 40.0168 degrees. What you want is, 140. The one you want 140 precisely, but again using the pentagon. But I was just reviewing his videos, and this one, Fun Problem 42, circles in a regular heptagon. Anyway, before we go there, this is a pentagon, of course. And with this design, what he found was 42 degrees. So what he did was just, I used a pentagon and a hexagon, and then then had to do a few sort of lines and draw it out to get the 42 degrees. Well, he's found that same angle. One of those synchronicities that he just posted it the day before. The day before I did my one on that 42 degrees, and yeah, so he's found it there. Simpler construction, superior construction. So tip of a hat to him, and I thought I'll share it, and I'll do I'll draw it on paper to show you, and also I'll link in the description how to do with compass and straight edge on paper to draw a perfect pentagon there as well. So I'll do the drawing next, and cheers, have a good one. Don't forget Geek 37, links to these videos, subscribe to his channel. And okay, I also put this link in there, I'll mention it later. This is Old Babylonian Mathematics and Plimpton 332, Geometry in Ancient Mesopotamia and Egypt. Norman Wilderberger from the University of New South Wales. I hope I got that right. Maybe University of Sydney. I think it's University of New South Wales, both here in Sydney. And he does a video talking about Old Babylonian mathematics, how they did their geometry, and the similarities between the Egyptian mathematical style and the Sekhed, which was a way to construct a slope angle of it. So that will relate in here. I want to do a video on that because of my interest in the cubit and the divisions of one cubit is 7 palms or 28 fingers, and there's a method there of drawing those angles. I'm using, let's just call it Western, more modern geometry. There are different ways of doing it. You get the same result, and I'll put the link to that in there as well. He has a whole series of videos on Plimpton 332, Pythagorean triplets, well before Pythagoras as well, so that will be linked in the description as well. And again, ancient mathematics, achieving the same result but coming at it from a different angle as well. That's like there's more than one way to skin a cat. You can do things multiple ways, and but we still end up with similar results. So all those will be linked in the description. Now let's just do the drawing. SGD, Sacred Geometry Decoded. Have a good one. Hello, SGD, Sacred Geometry Decoded. A day or two ago I posted a video about the Pentagon and the Hexagon, so I'll put the link in the description where you can draw this. So now I started the basic construction underneath. I have a Pentagon there. In that video I showed how, viewed from the quartz over 51.84 degrees is the slope angle of the pyramid, but the corner slope, so the angle of, if you view the pyramid from a corner, the angle is now different. It's 42 degrees, and I used the Pentagon, and then I drew a hexagon, and I had a 24 degree angle here. I doubled that, I got 48, therefore 90 minus 48 is 42. But just then I've just been reviewing excellent channel in regards to geometry, Geek 37, and I was reviewing some of his just most recent uploads, and synchronicity, there's an even simpler, you don't even need the hexagon. So the Great Pyramid, the Pyramid of Meidum, also has that 11 wide to 7 high angle. The Pyramidion cap, 1 meter high, found next to the Red Pyramid, has that same 11 wide by 7 proportions. You don't even need the hexagon. The geometry there is in the Pentagon. And I'll also try to remember, I'll put a link in the description as well, because of Pentagon connections also to Khafre's pyramid as well, via the bent pyramid. But how do we draw the pyramid from the corner? We have a pentagon, and now I'm going to place the compass there. Again, Geek 37, this is not my find. Geek 37 just did a video on it on 42 degrees, just I'm a pyramidiot, so I'm always looking at these things. And so we set the compass to the edge length of the pentagram, and I just want to, now I've checked this on GeoGebra. Of course Geek 37's already done it, but sorry, it's a little bit out because it's, this is just a hand drawing, and I just was in a rush to draw it. But so we get that, kind of keep that the same. Now I'm going to just change the compass a little bit just so it fits in. But I've again checked it on GeoGebra, and Geek 37's already done it. So I'll highlight those now. If I was to follow that around, we're really just, it's a Vesica Pisces. So again, it's a Vesica's hidden there, but we only really need these 2 pieces. Now, change the color. Okay, so we're going to go from this point, the corner of the pentagon, and where these circles intersect at the top. Draw a line across through there, and voila, that's everything we really need to do in the construction. You may even need to do that hexagon. So what happens is that each corner angle of the pentagon, the inside, is 108 degrees, and what we have here is an angle of 42 degrees. Now so that's the corner angle of a pyramid. So if you want, how does a pyramid look like from the corner? I don't have to change the compass. Now I'm just going to go to the pinnacle there, mark it off on that point, and I also put a link in from Martin Wilderberger channel. He was talking about Plimpton 332 and the Sekhed, how Babylonian maths and Egyptian maths connect as well, because they had a particular way of finding the run and the rise. But there we have the corner angle of the Great Pyramid. So if you're standing there looking at the corner, it's a 42 degree angle, and it would be like you. And because I'm again the perspective view, but that's the view. If you're looking at the pyramid from the corner, 42 degrees, working off precisely 7/11 proportions, it's 41.5 986 degrees. That's working on the idealized measures, but we're going to keep mentioning this. Pyramid is not precisely the same length on each side. If you incorporate those errors in construction, you get perfect pi, perfect phi, and all these other things, and 42 degrees emerges from there as well. So there it is, an even more simplified way using a pentagon to get the pyramid angles as well. So Geek37, I'll link that his video, and of course subscribe to his channel if you're into geometry. He does his work on GeoGebra, so you can, again, if you're more computer orientated, I love the compass and straight edge drawings, but it's all the same thing, it's just working in a different medium. And yeah, that's it. It's also link in the description that video, because by drawing a pentagon and creating this same design, I'll show you, I won't show the whole, you have to watch that video, because he found an even more accurate way to draw a pentagon. And so there's this, like the seed of life has that 6 petal flower, but there's, I've done that angle, there's like a pentagonal flower design that you get as well. And by using this 5-pointed flower, he's found an excellent way to do a Nonagon as well. So I'll link that there in the description. In the original video, I did a pentagon, and then I drew a hexagon, and I used, if you draw a hexagon connected to here, you get a 24 degree angle. So then I doubled that to 48 degrees, and then I found 42. But that's not even a necessary step. It's just all there. Much less lines, less drawing needed. So a superior method regarding compass and straight edge to get the 42 degree angle. And might be worth noting as well, precisely 42 degrees, and therefore that angle has to be 66 or 33 times 2. With that, SGD, check out Geek37 channel, and have a good one.